morning. This is Aisha Nicole. How you feeling today? I hope everyone is feeling good, great. Today I was moved to share a message. This is applicable to everyone, but especially to my self-employed people or my entrepreneurs out there. First of all, I commend you for even taking the step and making the decision to be an entrepreneur. Sometimes I've heard people say that it seems like it's the easiest path. Honestly, in my opinion, having worked for others and for myself, it's the most challenging path to take. It's not for everyone. You definitely have to be able to be a self-starter. You also have to be able to motivate yourself and keep yourself inspired when you just don't feel like it. And it's easy when things are going great. You know, when everything is flowing, business is flowing the way you want, you got your freedom, you know, you've got a great team working with you or whatever your idea of greatness is. You know, it's very easy during those times. However, a lot of people don't see or don't show, especially on social media, the other side of the coin, you know, when the phone's not ringing, when, you know, people aren't scheduling, when people aren't pressing buy now or whatever the case may be. That is when you have to definitively tap into why you became an entrepreneur in the first place. Sometimes you have to remind yourself of the greatness of your product or just of you. Sometimes you have to remind yourself that you're not like everyone else, and that's okay. You have to have all these things to remind yourself on. You know, I talk about like these toolboxes, these toolkits. You have to dig deep into your toolkit sometimes for yourself, you know, to keep yourself inspired. Because if you get caught up in what things look like, all that does is create a cycle and a pattern, like a snowball effect of more of what things look like. So if it looks like, oh my goodness, I don't have any money in my account, or I'm making just enough just to meet the needs of the business or make payroll for everyone else or whatever, and that's all you are able to focus on, you'll create more of that. You know, that's the confusing part for a lot of people about this law of attraction stuff. It's not just you telling yourself X, Y, and Z. It's even more about how you feel about X, Y, and Z. You know, how are you feeling? And then what you choose to do with those feelings. There's so much emotional management that is necessary to continue to stay on your journey as an entrepreneur or as a self-employed person. As a person, period. Okay, this is applicable to everybody, but I was really moved to speak to my entrepreneurs right now. But this is applicable in life. So on your job, if you want a promotion, but in your mind you keep telling yourself, I always get passed up for promotions, they never hire from within, they always hire externally, or whatever you tell yourself, that's going to continue to be your experience. And I'm not saying that this is easy. I've been practicing this for well over 25 years, and it still works for me sometimes. Like, I still have to stop and remind myself to not get caught up in the illusion of what things look like. And it's so easy because we're so distracted with illusions all day, every day. On TV, what we see on the radio, or what we see all day on social media, so much stuff is an illusion that people create to make things appear one way even though they're not. So I just wanted to encourage you that if you're having a tough time right now, it's not going to stay tough. If you have downtime right now, things are slow for you, use the time to reassess what you're doing, to reevaluate your systems, and Mercury is retrograde. So many things are retrograde right now. So all these retrogrades, planets, really encourage us to just go back and take another look at things. Let's just take another look. Let me just reassess my systems. Let me look at everything that I have in place, see what I might need to do differently, see what I want to keep, see what I don't want to keep. very important to take that time out. So we can't be busy all the time. And I say this often, that doing nothing is doing something. So if you have some downtime right now, embrace it. Give thanks for the downtime. Use your time wisely. Even if that's resting. If you've been working super hard, and then things have slowed down, and you've been exhausted and complaining about being exhausted, use the time to rest. Because rest is doing something too, very valuable. If you need to take a break, things aren't busy, and you have a physical brick and mortar location, and you financially can afford to step away for a little bit, go away. Go out of town. Take a little self-care retreat. It doesn't have to be far. You don't have to get on the plane. You might just get in your car and go spend a day at the national park, or, rent a cabin at your national park in your area. Whatever you do, just make sure that you use your time wisely and not use the time sulking and crying about what is not happening right now. Because I promise you, it's just going to create more of what's not happening. I hope this was helpful to someone today. Create an amazing day, whatever it is that you do. Peace.